true scary stalker horror stories from Reddit. First up, we have a story from a girl who worked at a dairy farm when she was 16. Talk about a summer job from hell, am I right? But it gets worse. The following summer, she ended up working as an office assistant for a self-employed photographer who was a little off her rocker. This lady claimed to have had real encounters with demons and even participated in exorcisms. But the real creep in this story was the photographer's son, Nate. At first, he seemed like a nice guy, but then he got it in his head that this girl was interested in him. He started making all these plans for them, like going to the movies and taking her to his church. The girl's mom had to step in and tell Nate to back off. But it didn't end there. Nate started showing up at the girl's workplace and cornering her, not taking no for an answer. The managers had to start intercepting him whenever he showed up. And get this, he even sent her a text saying, "I'm gonna name my baby girl after you." Like what? That's not romantic, that's just creepy. Next up, we have a story about a guy named Mike who lived across the street from a family. Mike was a secluded guy who never really interacted with anyone on the street. But one night, he showed up at the family's door and started asking about the mom's home remodeling company. After that, the mom started seeing Mike everywhere, at the grocery store, the bank, even the parking lot of her work. He would start coming up to her while she was sitting on her porch, having really uncomfortable conversations. But the creepiest part? One night, the daughter woke up and went to the kitchen to get a drink of water. And there was Mike, just sitting on their porch, staring at the house through the window. When he realized the daughter had seen him, he sprinted back to his house. Can you imagine how terrifying that must have been? And finally, we have a story about a girl who worked at a local restaurant when she was 15. The back of the house was filled with a bunch of creepy middle-aged stoners, but one guy named Nick took it to a whole new level. Nick was big, muscular, and had a face that screamed, "Don't mess with me." He started off by just staring at the girl, but then it escalated to him following her into back rooms and whispering inappropriate things in her ear. The girl told her managers, but they didn't do anything about it. Nick even ended up groping her while she was reaching for a high shelf. The only thing that got him to back off was when the girl's coworker cursed him out and told him to leave her alone. But the scariest part? A few weeks before the girl quit, Nick completely lost it on one of the managers who had been giving him money. He started screaming and throwing things, and when he saw the girl, he told her that if she told anyone what she saw, she would regret it. The girl ended up quitting and getting a new job at a cafe. But guess who showed up there too? Yup, Nick. He started coming in sporadically, winking at the girl from across the lobby. Luckily, the girl's new manager was understanding and would send her to the back whenever Nick came in. So there you have it, 3 true scary stalker stories from Reddit. It just goes to show that you never know who might be lurking in the shadows, waiting to make your life a living hell. If you like this video, be sure to hit that subscribe button and the bell so you never miss an upload. Leave us a comment with your own scary encounters, and thanks for tuning in to Scaretastic.